What's good, Wave Family? It's your boy JK, man. I'm back with another rap caveat. Now, as y'all just see, an interview with JayZ just dropped with GQ. As you saw, I did a little video on my Instagram where I kind of talked about how much I really didn't care for it, to be honest. But with that aside, I got to break down some of the other part why I think that JayZ is back outside. Now, as you can see, probably about probably like a month ago or so, or 2 months ago, he dropped Dead Presidents on streaming platforms. Now, if you know, Dead Presidents really wasn't out. It probably was out on like a maxi single. I know for some of y'all young guys out there, maxi singles back in the day was like the little cassettes and some of the vinyls that probably printed out at that time as a single that you could buy. But as far as with streaming services, it wasn't on there. So now he put it on streaming services. And also now you see him do the interview. A lot of people are saying it's because, it could be because of the Epstein thing and all that. I ain't here to get into all that shit. But if you see that now, you see JayZ starting to do these interviews, putting out the music. He put out the video for Wishing on a Star. I ain't gonna hold you. I was on YouTube one day and I'm just looking, I'm like, Wishing on a Star, new video. I'm like, what? I was like, Wishing on a Star is a classic. It's one of my favorite like whole unreleased Johns, but he never really kind of released it on streaming services. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But when I seen a video for that, I was just like kind of confused. But then you start to see him now. He announced the Roots. He was going to be on the Roots picnic stage, and then now he's doing the 30th, the two shows at Madison Square Garden or the Yankee Stadium, I forget, but for the 30th year of Reasonable Doubt and the 25 for the Blueprint. So I was like, yeah, this is really perfect timing that now he's coming out with this. So just stepping aside from all the other shit that's going on with JayZ, as y'all know, with the files and all of that, I was trying to think of what on the business side is making JayZ want to come back outside again. Now, if you probably saw, maybe, I don't know if it was the beginning of this year or the end of last year, Roc Nation now has a distribution platform where artists can now basically kind of like DistroKid, TuneCore, they have their own distribution platform where you can now put out music. I think the other one that was kind of known was United Masters, where you can own more of your music and Roc Nation will put it out. And also, when they dropped the Dead President single, that was also out on the Roc Nation distribution. So me seeing that, it kind of shows me it's kind of like now he's doing the shows. Some people are starting to say maybe there may be something that JayZ's trying to drop where now that he's coming back outside, that's what he want to do. So seeing that, it made me think of the past. Now, if y'all remember when he had Tidal come out? And when Tidal came out, he was getting everybody the ownership and everything like that. He did the B-side concert. So it may align with that. And you also got to remember back at that time when Tidal did come out, he removed all of his music off of the other streaming platforms. I think he only kept it on Apple. I don't remember. But at the time, he took it off Spotify, all of those. He took all of his albums on there and he had it strictly on Tidal where you can only listen to it on there. So I'm gonna put my little J Prophet prediction out there that more than likely there may be an album coming out, because my thing is just lining up to where most of like the JayZ's, the top guys, they usually only do interviews and these type of things and come back outside for monetarily gain when they about to drop something major. So it may be an album that might come out. Now, from what I would think on the business side, what's a more perfect way to launch Roc Nation distribution by having a JayZ album? You know what I'm saying? That comes out on there. That's automatic money. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all remember his last album that dropped in 2017, which is the 444 album, at that time, he did a deal with Sprint and with Tidal where it exclusively, you could only get it on those two platforms. And I think it went platinum in like a week or something like that. So this is a way where he can booster sales or booster his pockets, you know what I'm saying, in order for Roc Nation distribution to go up, and maybe it can get other artists to be like, hey, we need to get on, the Roc Nation distribution. You see what it did for Jay. So, and with how the music industry is going right now, you need something that's gonna be concrete in order to sales to go rise, since people aren't really buying music like that. As you can see with UMG, they partner with Even, which is a distribution platform to sell vinyl, because vinyl sales last year were up to $1 billion. I got a vinyl player, it's dust on that joint, but it seems like people is buying vinyl if sales is up to $1 billion. So it looks like the music industry is trying to get into that, and then also with the merch, things of that nature. So I wouldn't be surprised that a JayZ album might be coming down maybe in the next couple months to booster the Roc Nation distribution platform. But y'all let me know in the comments, y'all think that it's because of, the 30th anniversary, it's all coincidental, or do you think JayZ about to give us another album, since he hasn't given us one since 2017? Hey y'all, just taking a quick break to show y'all my new and improved website for www.playaway.com. As you can see, you can still get the merch on there. Definitely cop up on that. And now I'm also offering services for consulting for podcasts, the music industry. You want to know how to start a podcast? You need ideas? Hit your boy up, www.playaway.com. I'm out. You also got to remember too, just a little bit of past information. The album that was before that, which was Magna Carta, that one also, he partnered up with Samsung in order for, you can only get it on Samsung, and if once you bought a certain phone, you could download it on there. So these are the business moves Jay makes. So don't be surprised if you see something where you get the album and then he either partners with a big company to get a big bag. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got on my end. Check out my Instagram, JK Playwave, if you want to see the video that I talked about. It was a short video that I did talking about the GQ interview that he did. One last thing is a side note. When he dropped the Dead Presidents, I was like, Dead Presidents is my shit. So I was glad that he actually dropped that on streaming services. I did a video a couple years ago about the top 5 unreleased JayZ songs. If he starts to release those on streaming platforms, I'm definitely going to cop. Now, I am a JayZ fan. I ain't even gonna hold you. I definitely want to see some of those classic records that, you never saw commercially go on streaming platforms. But that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe to the video. More rap caveat coming soon. Know that.